Hello everybody and welcome to Mr. Gamer Guys 123. I'm Black Cobra with
Antwan Gonzalez.
And welcome to the Black Cobra and Antwan Show. Now many of you know this is already a thing, but this is a new and improved thing.
Thing?
Yeah, thing. You want to explain to them what's new and improved about it?
Well, we're going to introduce not only sports section of this, but multiple other sections, and it could really be anything: video games, movies, any kind of pop culture. If you want us to do a weather or report, we can.
I'll bring out my best power skirt. My best power skirt, man.
Yeah.
For the weather, man. See, look, it's gonna be sunny, like right here in New York, like all day, and then here in like Texas, you can like cook a fried egg. And like here in Wisconsin, you better get like your winter coats out because it's like always cold in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
See, you love that. That was amazing.
I mean, yeah, it's so realistic.
Look at that. See, look, here's Wisconsin. Then here's like Tennessee, and then like up here is like North Dakota.
And we got like Canada up here.
Well, no one really likes Canada, so we'll cut that out later. I'm sorry, no one likes Canada. Sorry for all of those Canadians out there.
I mean, that was kind of racist.
Whatever. But let's get to the actual fact of the matter is that the Black Cobra and Antwan Show is going to be amazing. Now, Antwan, you have some very fantastic sports analytics you'd like to talk to us about?
Yes, our very own Buffalo Bills and how they will fare in the AFC East.
Oh, okay.
And I'd like to hear your opinion about it.
Alright, sounds good.
Well, first, we all know that the Buffalo Bills have like the best quarterback situation in the entire NFL.
Gosh.
I know you know that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we got Matt Castle, E.J. Manuel, Tyrod Taylor, and Matt Sims.
Uh-huh.
And you know who's gonna be the starter, right? I mean, it's pretty set in stone, the starter, right?
There are some I heard there were some indecisive questions on who's going to be the quarterback between Manuel, Castle, and Taylor. Now there have been like a lot of like rumors. Castle is definitely a veteran, right? Castle's a veteran in the league.
Castle's a veteran. EJ
so
has
is Manuel, but Manuel has like what, like 1 year's worth of experience in the league?
Yeah, like combined with the last 2 years, maybe. He hasn't had a full year of starter.
Yeah, and that shows you how inconsistent he is. He basically has an entire year's worth of experience within 2 years. Matt Castle's got what, plus 4 years? 4+ years in the
Definitely
in the league?
a lot of years.
Yeah, 4+ years in the league. And then you have Tyrod Taylor that we just drafted him this year.
No, we got him. He was the backup for the backup for, why can't I think of his name?
Who?
The Ravens.
Joe Flacco?
Yes, Joe Flacco.
Gross.
He was the backup for Joe Flacco.
Nasty.
And Matt Sims was third string quarterback on the Jets, and he got time on the Jets last year, which tells you how bad the Jets were.
Well, yeah, you have a quarterback that, drops back into the end zone and thinks it's good for him to, take the most important thing in the entire game and move it behind your back without you seeing it, and ends up, dropping it in the end zone.
So that's the quarterback. For the Dolphins, they basically have it set in stone. Ryan Tannehill, who they drafted a few years ago to be their starter, hasn't gotten them to the playoffs yet, but.
Yeah, I mean, there's still potential. I mean, they were actually pretty good this season. Last season, they did pretty fair.
They haven't been terrible.
No, they haven't. They've been an okay team.
Next to the stupid Patriots and stupid Tom Brady. Do we need to? Oh, and Patriots now their third stringer is Matt Flynn. Ah,
didn't Matt Flynn used to start for an NFL team?
He used to be on a lot of NFL teams.
Oh wow.
Now he decides to be on the Patriots, and he wants us to hate him.
Well, I mean, everyone wants us to hate the Patriots now because they're the Patriots.
And the Jets, they got Geno Smith, who is Geno Smith, and our buddy Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Fitzmagic
has returned, and
Fitzmagic has returned to New York State.
Bryce Petty and an electric rookie from college who they drafted.
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious who's the best in the position within this division because obviously they won the Super Bowl, but I mean, it's obviously the Patriots win in the quarterback position because it's Tom Brady. Tom Brady won the Super Bowl for them, but I mean, I guess there's a little bit of like the Jets might kind of like become a threat because of Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is a
he's not terrible.
He's not a terrible quarterback. He just has bad receivers. Like back when he was on the Bills, we had terrible receivers. We had receivers who had absolutely
Stevie Johnson.
No hands. Exactly. Oh, hey, look. But
Hulu Plus.
Yeah, Hulu Plus, man. Hulu Plus. That was my computer telling me that Hulu Plus just was installed into my computer. So you know what I'll be doing later tonight. But yeah, Fitzpatrick is not a bad quarterback. He's a really good pocket passer because he's a bigger guy. He's an older dude. He can't run around as much, but he's a really good pocket passer. His luck with receivers is just absolutely terrible. The receivers that he's had are just not the greatest. Like when he was on the Bills did not have good receivers when they were on.
Stevie Johnson.
Exactly. Stevie Johnson is one of the greatest examples you could ever have. Stevie Johnson absolutely has no hands whatsoever. That's why we traded him to the 49ers, because they think that he'd have better luck over there, which he absolutely doesn't. I mean, he may get the ball a couple more times than he used to do, but I mean, good for him. But Fitzpatrick could make a threat out of the Jets. I mean, although the Jets did lose one of their best wide receivers in the trades that have been like happening amongst the Bills and the other teams. Yeah, Percy Harvin was on the Jets. Then he got traded to the Bills.
No, well, he got traded from the Seahawks to the Jets because he was an issue.
Well, yeah, and then Percy Harvin got traded from the Jets to the Bills.
Well, he signed as a free agent.
Oh,
he went from the Jets to the Bills.
Yeah, well, kind of.
So we're saying the Patriots win the quarterback position.
Obviously.
Stupid Patriots. Okay, I guess we'll go to the running back.
Yeah.
The Bills, we have Shady McCoy.
Yeah, that's actually really shocking. Like, out of everyone, no one in Buffalo, which is, by the way, where we live, was really expecting, like, anything out of this season until we heard that Buffalo just got one of the best trades approved in the entire, league, was to get LaShawn McCoy.
I hated giving up Kiko Alonso, but he is
an amazing linebacker. We do have
good linebackers.
That is what we are known for, is our defense, but our defense is still strong. We have Brandon Spikes. I mean, the Bills did really good without Kiko when Brandon Spikes had to step up.
And
now we know that Brandon Spikes can step up.
A new rookie that can.
Yeah, definitely. Now we know that Brandon Spikes can handle the linebacker position, so we have that going for us.
Shady McCoy backed up by Fred Jackson and Boobie Dixon.
Boobie Dixon, I gotta say, was one of the best things that we could have ever done, putting him in a starting position. I mean, he's a big dude, but
he's pretty big.
He's a really big dude, but once he gets out there, he's pretty hard dude to catch. I mean, Fred Jackson's got the power, but Boobie Dixon's got he
got the speed with Shady, he got the power with Freddie, and then Boobie Dixon brings everything.
He doesn't bring this speed, but
well, if he gets out into the open, you're gonna have a tough time getting to him and bringing him down.
Bringing him down. He's basically got the build to him. He's got a build to him because he's pretty consistent in getting yardage. He's the guy you use to get the first down, at fourth and 1, where he can just really just push through the defensive line and just get that first down for us.
Kind of like a fullback.
Yeah, basically.
For the Dolphins, they have Lamar Miller, but their backup Damian Williams, I don't really know a lot about. Lamar Miller, yeah.
Yeah.
Patriots, they got LeGarrette Blount back, along with Brandon Bolden, Jonas Gray. And the Jets with Chris Ivory and Powell, Stephen Ridley from the Patriots, Zach Stacy, who has really fallen off. and he's their fourth guy.
Oh, jeez.
He's
I don't mean to
really good.
toot horns or take bias, but I definitely do believe the Bills have like one of the best running back positions ever. Not ever, but like in the division.
Yeah.
I mean, even then, even when we didn't have LaShawn McCoy, we still had a really decent running back position. I mean, that was the only thing that we had going for us was the running game, because we had Fred Jackson and C.J. Spiller. You had the power of Fred Jackson, and once he got out there, he was already a tough guy to catch. You had the speed that no one can match with C.J. Spiller. I mean, come on. C.J. Spiller is a really
Too fast.
fast guy.
Too fast.
Yeah. So, the next one?
We'll go down to tight ends.
Oh, no, this is
And
not the kind of position I wanted to look forward to.
The Bills they get Charles Clay from the Dolphins.
Yeah.
New tight end.
Mm-hmm.
And their backup is Chris Gregg, who saw a little time last year.
All right.
For the Dolphins, they got the big guy Jordan Cameron from the Browns.
Yeah.
And Deion Sims.
Okay.
Patriots, of course, they have Gronk.
Yeah. Rob Gronkowski.
But now he's backed up by our old man, Scotty Chandler.
Oh, God. He's such a traitor.
And the Jets, Jason Morrow and Jeff Cumberland.
Now, I do think that it's going to be a tie. Like, not really like a tie, but it's like a close matchup between the Dolphins and the Patriots, because, I mean, come on. Rob Gronkowski, I mean, even though he's on the Patriots, he's a really good tight end. He's a really good tight end. Big dude, able to get the hands out there. Jordan Cameron, both of them, seasoned veterans, easily knows how to play the game. Scott Chandler, I mean, is like he could have been on a playoff team like that. I mean, come on. The Bills are now definitely a playoff team contender.
They can contend for it.
They can match up with the Patriots now. I mean, there'll definitely be closer games than just big blowouts, losing by 2 to 3 touchdowns. We're talking probably extra points. Those are going to be like extra point games that we're going to have. But Scott Chandler, like, finally started to develop some kind of hands. This man used to have like literal stone hands and couldn't catch the ball for anything. But now he starts developing hands towards like the 4th game in the season, and we finally get something out of him. And then we just go off and trade him to the Patriots, and he's probably not going to play. He's probably only going to play preseason. Is probably going to be the most time he's ever going to get, unless Gronk somehow manages to get injured for like the 4th or 5th time that he's ever gotten in his entire career.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. But definitely, I think the Dolphins and Patriots will definitely tie. Then they're the Bills, then they're the Jets.
And we'll go to the biggest position, the wide receivers.
Oh, yeah.
Bills with Sammy Watkins, Percy Harvin, Robert Woods, Marquise Goodwin as their top 4.
Okay.
So we got Sammy, Percy, Roberts, and then the all-speed Marquise Goodwin.
Oh, yeah.
Dolphins, Jarvis Landry, Kenny Stills, who they picked up from the Saints.
Yeah.
Greg Jennings as their top 3.
Okay.
Patriots, Julian Edelman, Brandon LaFell, Danny Amendola. And the Jets, Brandon Marshall from the Bears. Eric Decker, Devin Smith, Jeremy Curley.
I mean,
really falls off from there.
I mean, really, within this division, there's like a solid receiving right there. Just they're like, I mean, I didn't really pay attention to how many receivers you just named off, but I know pretty much most of those receivers are like really good receivers.
And you mentioned Ryan Fitzpatrick needs a good wide receiver. Brandon Marshall's pretty good.
I mean that's where the Dolphins are basically going to turn into the Patriots, because Fitzpatrick is definitely just gonna definitely just.
You mean the Jets?
Oh yeah, Fitzpatrick is definitely gonna. I mean, Fitzpatrick is definitely just gonna aim for a Decker and who else is on the Jets? Brandon Marshall. Basically, that's it. It's just gonna be a 2-receiver game and probably an occasional toss back to the running back just to get something to get mixed up a little bit. there's two targets. Eric Decker is a wonderful wide receiver. I mean, he's awesome. Got good hands. Brandon Marshall, just perfect. Just awesome. That's basically what's going to happen. Patriots is the same thing over and over again. It's just Tom
Basically
Brady
the same as last year.
Yeah, throwing it to Amendola and Edelman. That's basically it.
LaFell had a breakout year last year, and Amendola is still there.
And then the
Edelman's
Dolphins
guy.
got Stills. Isn't he the guy?
Kenny Stills is a fast guy from New Orleans.
Didn't we pick him up in our fantasy draft, or was that the other guy?
Stills was.
Was he the guy who threw the temper tantrum after?
That might have been Colston.
Yeah, it was.
It's one of the two.
It was.
Yeah.
Marquise Colston. Oh, I loved him. We picked him up. Oh, that was hilarious. But I do think, I mean, I have to give it to the, I want to say to the Jets.
I would say the Jets do
Decker
have the
and Marshall.
best. They have the best wide receiver in the division.
Definitely.
But do the Bills stand a chance with Sammy Watkins, Percy Harvin,
Sammy
Robert
Watkins
Woods?
is definitely going to be an issue this is his second year in the NFL.
He had a great year last year.
He had a great year, but that was the reason was because people expected a lot out of him, and he knew that he was going to be thrown to a lot because he really stands out among the different wide receivers that were already on the team because he's the one that can actually catch the ball.
It was him and Robert Woods.
Robert Woods. Robert Woods is a kind of a new player too because no one's pretty much ever heard of him until last year when we're throwing it to him and he's actually catching the ball and he's gaining some yardage out of it. Watkins and Woods are really good wide receivers, and then you got Percy Harvin, who's obviously a really good seasoned veteran on a former Super Bowl team.
If we can just
leave those
issues last year behind him.
Oh yeah, definitely. And if we can get the new coach, if we can get Doug Marrone to actually no, he's not Doug Marrone, it's Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan.
If we can get Rex Ryan to talk to Percy Harvin and basically just mentor the both of them and give them a couple tips along the way, dude, we're good. We got future Brandon Marshalls, we got Eric Deckers right there. Right there. If Percy Harvin can put aside his anger issues and totally work with the receivers on our team, oh, we're good. We're matched up for probably the next years until they decide to retire.
Now, the last thing is basically the overall defense. I don't have the names on here, but defense for this division, it's pretty strong defensively. The Jets, they got their old duo at cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
Now back for this year, and last year they were amazing against the run. The Bills' defense is pretty much the same as last year. I mean, they don't have Kiko, but Kiko didn't play last year.
Yeah.
Patriots are about the same. Dolphins added Ndamukong Suh.
Oh, okay.
From the Lions.
Ndamukong Suh. He's a really good guy.
Yeah. So the defense is really good in this division, but who has the best defense?
I mean, I still don't want people to think that I'm thinking biasly, but I obviously think the Bills have a really solid defense. I mean, even though we did give up Kiko Alonso really did show himself in 2 years ago when he's stepping up and showing us that he's got some playability. But
last year he didn't play, and the Bills' defense did pretty good.
Stepped up even more without Kiko, and then we had we were really worried about Brandon Spikes not being able to fill Kiko's shoes, but Brandon Spikes, tightened those laces and got in there. He was a really good linebacker. He really played the position well. He really understood what was going on and was able to handle himself right then and there. I was actually really, I felt a sense of pride within Brandon Spikes because he was able to do that.
So now overall, who has the best chance to win this division?
I really think it's going to be like the real big contenders are going to be the Bills and definitely the Patriots, because the Patriots are definitely going to come back and try to like flabbergast everyone, and you'd be like, you know what, we're going to be like the first team ever to win back-to-back Super Bowls and yada yada yada. But I really do think that the Bills have a chance in getting there. I mean, not winning the Super Bowl, but I do believe that the Bills have a chance of making it to the playoffs. Again, like real close.
I do agree with you. Obviously, the Patriots do have the best chance of winning the division overall. I do not believe the Jets will be as bad as they were last year.
No, definitely not. They definitely will give up. They definitely will bring some competition to the table.
And the Bills, really, I would be content if they went 9-7 again this year and didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't take a step back.
No.
And with the team that they're putting out this year compared to last year, they should not take a step back.
They should not. They should definitely have they definitely should have an over 500 series this year. All right. Well, that was sports with Antwan Gonzalez. Now, time for my favorite time of the show, and that's time to talk about like all the buzz, because most people like hearing about the buzz for most of the movies and stuff and all that good jazz. Now, for most of you who don't keep up with the superhero movies, there has been a trailer leaked. There has been a trailer released from Comic-Con for the Suicide Squad movie, so if you haven't seen that, you definitely have to go see that. Antman has recently been released and is definitely getting good reviews from that.
Really good reviews. I haven't seen it, but
definitely good reviews.
I would want to see it.
And it has also been leaked that Ant-Man will definitely be in the next Avengers movie and he's definitely going to have his growth suit. So not only will he shrink down to the size of an ant, but he'll definitely grow to the size of buildings, basically.
I'm going to help.
Okay.
I'm going to help you out here.
Sounds good. What else? Give me a second. I gotta think about this. But definitely. Comic-Con has also released a new Batman vs. Superman trailer, which is amazing, because a lot of people were actually really, really worried about Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is a really good actor, but I mean, if you saw the movie Daredevil with Ben Affleck in it, it was just, it's like a really good player on a crappy team. He's a really good player on a crappy team. They're not gonna win all the time.
Phil Kessel.
Yeah. It's like that. It's like Phil Kessel on the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Not anymore, but
it's like Phil Kessel on the Toronto Maple Leafs. You can only do so much with that team, with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but you can't just put the entire weight on his shoulders. You can't just let him play forward, defenseman, and goalie
and then call him fat.
And then call him fat, and then have him play for 20 minutes, and have him play for hours on end because he's the greatest player on the team. That's basically it. You can't just put the Daredevil franchise and all the crappy acting it had in it and put it on Ben Affleck, who was, by the way, a really good Daredevil. But I definitely see like the passion that he's got for playing Batman and Batman vs. Superman. And the Deadpool, I mean, I guess there's something on YouTube where there have been a lot of people who've hidden video cameras in their jackets and like t-shirts and such, and videotaped the Deadpool movie trailer, and that won't be released for, I think, another 3 weeks, so it might come out in August where you'll be able to finally see it in HD. But for those of you who can't possibly wait for it, go onto YouTube, just type in Deadpool movie trailer, and I'm definitely sure you'll find something there.
One thing I found on IMDb, the top box office for this weekend, Ant-Man is at number 1, 57 million, and right ahead of Minions, Trainwreck, Inside Out, and Jurassic World. Inside Out and Jurassic World out for 5 and 6 weeks, respectively, still getting a lot of money.
That's good. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
And Antman is rated 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's good. That's good. And just for those of you who are very superhero savvy, the new series on CBS, Supergirl. There's gonna be a new Supergirl series on CBS. Let's see what else I can find. Oh, this is by the way, I'm on this website called Superhero Hype, so that's a real big shout out to them. Superherohype.com, where you can find all your wonderful just superhero movies, TV shows, anything that you like about superheroes and movies, movie and TV show related, you can find on superherohype.com. Did you find anything else about the?
One thing they have on IMDb is the IMDb Movie Meter. I guess most hyped or best movies they have on a daily or week-to-week basis. Number 1 jumped up from number 58 to number 1, Suicide Squad.
Ooh.
From 10 to 2, Batman vs. Superman.
Ooh.
From 8 to 3, Antman.
Wow.
And dropping from 3 to 4 was Minions.
Wow, that's even better.
And then Terminator Genesis, Deadpool, Game of Thrones, Jurassic World, X4.
Sounds wonderful. Some other stuff I found was the first promos for Gotham Season 2 tease the rise of the villains. This Gotham is basically a TV show. It's Batman before Batman. So it's Jim Gordon's life before Bruce Wayne was able to turn into Batman. So all the villains that you know, like Penguin, Harvey Dent, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, the Joker, and all of them are basically just younger and like kids, because apparently most of the villains are supposed to be played out as about the same age as Bruce Wayne, so if not older. So there could be that. This just in, that's been released, I think it was released, it says right here, July 23rd, 2015. Jurassic World sequel dated for June 22nd, 2018. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas are returning to the Jurassic World sequel. But that's only just an announcement. Usually big movies like this, get pushed back to like a couple of months. So don't really expect for like June 22nd. Probably expect around August. I really want to say like August 10th, somewhere around there, because movies usually do get like pushed back a couple of months because of like filming or like scheduling reasons. For those of you who remember the King Kong series, the King Kong movie was supposed to be a reboot from like the really old one it was like stop motion and it was like black and white. They're doing a reboot. They did a reboot with like Jack Black in it, and it was supposed to be like this amazing movie, which it was pretty good. Now they're thinking of making this one called King Kong Skull Island. That will tell the origins of the mythic King Kong, following the exit of both J.K. Simmons and Michael Keaton, the cast of the Legendary Pictures and Universal Kong Skull Island. And that's pretty much it for the newer movies that seem to be interesting right now. I mean, definitely go see Ant-Man. Ant-Man looks wonderful. I'm definitely probably gonna go see that later in August, probably after my birthday. And is there anything else you wanted to add on?
Do you want to talk about movies that we have seen and talk about those, or save them for another episode?
We probably will save that for next week. Sounds good. Well, this was the Black Cobra and Antwan Show reboot, and I'm Black Cobra,
and I'm Antwan Gonzalez,
and this is Mr. Gamer Guys 123 signing off for now.